Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I'm your presenter, Jessica Klein. First, on the local scene. 1,000 North Leeward residents in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are now graduates of the recent Life Skills program, which was organized by the Volcanic Eruption Emergency Project, VEEP, and the Ministry of National Mobilization through funding by the United Nations Children Fund, UNICEF. At the graduation ceremony held on February 28th, UNICEF's SVG country coordinator, Nicole Trudeau, said the advancement of the North Leeward residents and their communities since the eruption of the volcano is inspirational. She said there's a synergy that is created when people gather and they learn and they support one another, especially through the harder times in life. The Life Skills program was conducted simultaneously in 10 communities on the windward and leeward sides of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. A total of 2,000 participants received training in areas such as conflict resolution, financial management, and stress reduction, among others. The program ended on February 24th, 2023. Following continuous investigations by the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, a third person has been charged in connection to the murder of Georgetown resident Sheldon Welch on Thursday, March 2nd at Cartel, Georgetown. On March 7th, 2023, Lizory Bacchus of Chile Village was charged with knowing that 22-year-old Javid De Silva of Cartel, Georgetown, and a 15-year-old student of Langley Park committed the offense of murder on Sheldon Welch without lawful authority or reasonable excuse, and assisted by transporting the body of the deceased to the Mungaroo Mountain and burying him. On Wednesday, March 8, 2023, the defendant appeared in the Serious Offences Court for arraignment. He was not required to enter a plea to the indictable charge and was remanded to His Majesty's prison pending the start of a preliminary inquiry. Still on the local scene, a 40-foot container with clothing, books, and other supplies have been donated by Taiwan's Simply Help Foundation to the government and people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines on Wednesday, March 8, 2023. According to a release from the Agency for Public Information API, Taiwan's ambassador to SVG, Peter Shalilan, expressed delight that the Taiwan branch of the nonprofit organization was able to ship supplies to SVG during remarks at a short handing over ceremony. The ceremony took place on Wednesday, 8 March 2023 at the Camden Park Community Center. The donation was received by the Minister of National Mobilization, Orlando Brewster, on behalf of the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The minister thanked the Simply Help Foundation and the Republic of China on Taiwan for their generosity and willingness to provide support to the people of SVG. The Simply Help Foundation was founded by Tina Bo in 2000 and has since been established in 30 countries. On the regional scene, testimonies by two Crown witnesses who are ex-members of the vicious Jamaican Klansman gang has led to the downfall of leader Andre Blackman Bryan and the female cohort Stephanie Cole Christie, otherwise known as Muma. Jamaica's chief prosecutor Paula Lelwin, King's Counsel, commended the two Crown witnesses for helping to topple key members of the criminal outfit. In reference to the Jamaica Observer, the evidence given by the two men from a remote location was the anchor of the Crown's case in what was the largest gang trial in the country's history and the Caribbean. Jamaica's Chief Justice Brian Sykes, who tried the matter alone, brought the curtains down on the case, which started in September of 2021, handing out the last of the verdicts, which saw 15 persons, including one female, being convicted and 17 being cleared. Still on the regional scene, the government of Trinidad and Tobago has announced a legislation that will increase the number of people from CARICOM member states who can enter and work in the country, as well as allow them to do so indefinitely. Trinidad's Guardian Media stated that the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Amory Brown, announced the proclamation of the amendments to the Immigration Acts 2022 by President Paula May Weeks in a state media yesterday. Minister Brown said the amendments signal that Trinidad and Tobago's ongoing commitment to deepening and strengthening of to the deepening and strengthening of the regional integration process and brings Trinidad and Tobago into compliance with decisions of the Conference of Heads of Government regarding the revised Treaty of Sugar Ramos and the Free Movement Regime. This amendment will also see the expansion of the categories of workers eligible for free movement within the region, moved from 5 to 12 categories, including agriculture workers and security guards. And finally, on the international scene, Uganda's parliament has proposed a bill that would criminalize anyone who identifies as LGBTQ. If passed, they would face jail terms of up to 10 years, as with those engaging in the same-sex relations. According to BBC News, funding for the promotion of LGBTQ activities would be banned, and landlords who rented premises to members of the LGBTQ community will be jailed. The bill will be examined carefully by a parliamentary committee before it is tabled before the House again for debate. Anti-gay sentiment has been on the rise in Uganda and neighboring countries in recent weeks, bringing concerns to activists that this could lead to mob attacks on anyone who is suspected to be gay. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.